God?
I think I used to. I spent my childhood in the heart of a Unitarian church, where one of our reverends was an African-American woman who wore clothes from her homeland and brought her girlfriend to the services. I was taught that God was a question, not an answer, learned that faith was a guiding direction without a final destination. I believed that my neighbor's religion was just as important as mine, and I belonged to a place where acceptance wasn't just encouraged, it was expected. As I grew, my faith was supposed to grow with me. But how could it when it's woven into my favorite Sunday dress that hasn't fit me since I was 9? I moved it to the back of my closet the second week of 4th grade. It was the first time I realized that not everyone sees the world the way I do. It was the first time I heard someone's identity used as an insult. The words gay and fag thrown across the playground as carelessly as the footballs. To me, gay was my reverend and her girlfriend, my mother's best friend, Dennis. I had never realized that gay could mean anything other than happy. I lost my faith as my fist connected with his face, and I'm still not sure if the blood on my hands was his or mine. I moved the dress to my basement in 6th grade when I was accidentally converted. And I know what you're thinking, how does anyone get accidentally converted? But I'm proof that it's possible. My curiosity led me to youth group with one of my neighbors, and that evening, as our singing slowly faded into prayer, I began to feel more and more out of place. I went up to the front when everyone else did, and by the time I sat back down, I found a savior. But no one stopped to tell me what they were saving me from, and I remember coming home and crying. Because I had lied. I'd sworn on the altar that I believed something I didn't, and I was convinced that there was no way I was ever going to heaven. I tore out what was left of my faith and tucked it between the pages of the Bible she told me Jesus would have wanted me to have. I'm 17 now, and I'm beginning to realize I make my life decisions based on knowing what I don't want. I didn't want to be a Christian if Christianity meant forcing your beliefs on other people. I didn't want to belong to something that was so fragile it couldn't withstand my questions. I didn't want to see everything God created in only black and white. I think I've been afraid of faith. I've never gone out looking for it because I didn't think it was something I was allowed to have. I've always believed that some people were predestined to be holy, and I just wasn't one of those people. I've been afraid that I would find something I believe in without a shadow of a doubt, and then someone would tell me I was doomed to spend my eternity in the shadows. I can't belong to something that I need to hide a part of myself to be a part of. I'm done lying by omission. The moment I accepted I was bisexual was the moment I gave up hope of ever finding God, because to me, God and church were inseparable. And I didn't want one if I wasn't accepted in the other. A few weeks ago, I spent 2.5 hours talking to a pastor. I was there because my friend said he helped her find her faith, and I lost mine so long ago, I wouldn't have the first clue where to look for it. He told me that people are inherently selfish. We will do almost anything to protect our egos, even go against everything we claim to believe in. That people are afraid of minorities finding their voice, so they cling tighter and tighter to their oppressive traditions. But these people are teaching me that even religion isn't exempt from human corruption. That it's easy to find things that support your beliefs when you go into something with preconceived notions. Just ignore everything that doesn't. But this pastor also taught me that this kind of faith can never last, because while people are selfish, they are also inherently curious. And eventually someone will come along with a question that no one has the answer to, and these people will realize that their separate faith left out some of the holiest people. We are all destined to want more hope, more justice, more truth, and it is striving for that deeper truth that allows us to find our faith. I guess it's kind of ironic because I've always believed people are inherently good. I just never realized this had anything to do with God. I thought I had everything figured out, but really I was just pushing aside the things I didn't. I was pushing aside my spirituality because I didn't understand it. No, I didn't want to understand it because I convinced myself no one could possibly understand me. I almost didn't go and see that pastor all those weeks ago because I was scared. Scared I would finally have this undeniable proof that everything I believed all along was wrong. I was wrong about faith, about religion, about God, but I never expected being wrong to be so relieving. It's amazing how heavy things are when we think we have to carry them alone. I'm still struggling with the idea of blind faith. I'm always going to ask too many questions, never going to be able to close my eyes and just jump. But I never expected I would find people who understood why I spent so long questioning God, or other congregations that embrace their gay members. I never expected God and church to be separable, that faith and religion aren't synonymous. I never expected that I wouldn't need to find God because I never lost him in the first place.